it sounds so weird. Is that how it sounds? Hold on a sec. Oh. Alright, that was my mistake. That's my fault. I have the stream here on, and did not mean to. Not really. So that's why I was acting so strange asleep. So we're in the other village that's not too far from spawn. And I figured we'd do a little building today. Yeah. Got my other computer over here. It's set up with Minecraft single player with my test world, which has various... we're going to need this. Probably going to need a few sticks. Which has various builds on it. And I think today what we're going to build is they're going to put a little boat right here, a riverboat, next to the village. I need to get... Uh-oh, those guys are happy. Need to make some access for it, so we're going to put a gate in real quick. Might already have some. I do not. But we got the sticks. And actually, what I'll probably do first is... let's take a look around this village. So this place was kind of a mess when I got here. I've built this. I don't think I've actually shown this on any streams yet. And I built this little house because it was going to fit here relatively well. Actually, it's a little smaller than what I was planning on building. Uh-oh, big tree. Some of these roads are obviously a mess. That was coming down into the street. And this, was it this area? No, right over here by the church. Just roadblocks everywhere. There was a ton of roadblocks out in this area, all the way down here. The town seemed to mostly be composed of roadblocks. So that's not great. Hey, Turbo Shirt, subscribe to Tier 1. Aw, thank you. Hello, she says. Hey, Abby, what's up? Tell you what I'm going to do. Let's move stream chat over here so I can see it a little bit better. I think we're building a boat today, but first I have to make access to that part of the river. And we could... Oh man, there's all kinds of stuff falling out of this tree. That's crazy. Hello, kitty. We could raise this up a little bit. I kind of want... Riverboats are low, though. So I think more likely what we should do is get some dirt and expand this out just a hair into the water. Abby says, not much. Been playing games all day long. How are you? Oh, sorry, all day. Not all day long. I'm okay. I have been writing all day. I finally finished a role-playing journal. I was hoping to get more than the first draft done, but that's all I managed today. Actually got a good night's sleep last night, I feel like. I was up until 11, but then slept until 8. So, and I don't recall it taking me a long time to fall asleep. Minecraft's acting a little weird on the other computer. It gives me an error code -7 blah 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 blah. But if I keep trying to log in, eventually I'm able to, which I don't care for that, but it is what it is. Lost my train of thought. Dirt. We were going to grab dirt. 36 should be enough. Oops. So I'll go out this door. This is the other village near spawn, which I prefer to the what do you call it? No, that's not what we were going to do. I prefer this village to the... to the Savannah village? Or no, yeah, Savannah. It's Savannah now. Because it rains here. I like the rain. Are you going to publish the journal? She says. No, that goes on Patreon. Sometimes there are copyright issues because I sometimes write about scenarios that are published and that kind of thing. But it's something I've been doing since 1991. Whenever I run a game, I write it up as a story as accurately as possible. Uh, I feel like too many of the stories at tabletop get lost. You know, um, there's some neat stuff that happens, and too many times people are like, "Oh yeah, I remember playing with those guys back then." Don't really remember anything that happened, but I remember playing, and it's always disappointing to me to hear that because how am I gonna start this? Let me move up over here. Okay, we should probably start. Hmm. Um, we're gonna put the stern over here. Whoa! I didn't mean to destroy everything in sight. These powerful, powerful, magical items. So let me move to the stern over here. How does this work? Okay, so that's water level there. So water level there is like that. So we got inverted steps. Okay. Let me go grab some. Do I have any actual dirt? Slept till 8. Very nice, says TurboShirt. Oh, that's interesting. It's nice to have a record of games, especially recorded in such a way. I agree. Like I said, we lost so many memories from like high school. We had some crazy ass. Nope, I don't. I guess we'll just have to use dirt. We had some crazy ass or grass. We had some crazy ass game sessions. And they were funny as hell. A lot of them. And nowadays, I try to record everything. Currently, I'm video recording all my games, then I turn them into audio recordings so that I can write the journal up, and then some of the video recordings end up online. And then I do highlights videos, some of the funnier stuff. Okay, so we're going to start like so. Actually, we're going to need a ton of steps. We always do. We're going to need quite a few. Ooh, that's going to be way too. Oh no, that's perfect. We'll start with the deck, work our way out. That's usually how I go about these things. It's not going to be very far from the shore. And I believe the deck is actually at water level. Let me take a look at this thing. Come on, fly, little man, fly. Deck is one under this. Yeah, the deck's actually at water level. So, if I put the deck here, if I start the deck right here, that means that the edge of the boat will be 2 away from the land, and that should work. Done. Troubleshoot says, "Wow, that's a quick shovel you have there." Yes, I managed to get everything enchanted. I need sweeping edge for this. We got efficiency 5 on everything. There's plenty of guys at spawn you can buy from, and we figured out. Actually, Steel Douglas figured out that. Now wait a minute. Is this gonna be? Damn it! It's nighttime again over here. Since we have an iron creating device at spawn, there's just tons of iron, and there are guys. We have a bunch of villagers at spawn, some of whom trade trade for iron. They trade, what do you call them? Emeralds for iron. So we really don't have any lack of emeralds. Yeah, this is plenty of room here, and this goes quite a ways that direction. So plus this is a silk touch shovel, because that always seems to be the best way to go. Dang it, dogs. Oh, I'm getting full already. I'm going to need that still. So, alright, let's figure this out. That's a solid block. Alright, hold on. The deck, let's go up a little. goes one more this direction. And actually, probably more than that in this direction. So, let's see. And then 1, damn it, 2. And as you can see, I lit up down there with the glow moss. 4, 5. This is where the... It's only one wider than this. This is a modified version of the one that I built at spawn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we got the front of the boat, which is another 3. 2. I hear an engine. We got all these people around our house all the time anymore. It feels like I hate it. Like that. So there's the main deck. It's just a riverboat. It's flat bottom riverboat because that's all we've got around here is rivers. I think the second thing we need to do for this thing is put a bed on it so I don't have to keep coming back over to this house. Got me some magic shears. Magic shears, they're gonna shear ya. And I think there's a blue sheep in here. Yeah. I get 3? Ah, score. Let's we'll quick make a bed. Oh, getting full already. And we'll stick it out here. And we'll sleep on the boat every night. I might have to move this bed. Oh, great. Oh. Look at that. The golem is pissed. He's like, I'm gonna kill you. Okay, we're just gonna leave this here for the moment. And what I'm probably gonna do is work on the deckhouse first, and then we'll move back to the rest. Let me see how this deckhouse is built. Okay, so those are F3 over here. Stripped spruce. Alright, so we need some spruce logs. And they start at the back. 1, 2, 3 from the back. Hold on. I'm not super familiar with... Oh, yeah, okay. Crap. So I believe that's the back, and then the front, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, did I miscount these? No, including that. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here's the front. Yeah. So the bed's actually probably going to go right. Yeah? Okay, come here. Done. I would like to remain unsheared, thank you, if at all possible. That's fine. You do you. I personally don't do any manscaping. 'Cause gross. Alright. We need to pick an end and get the end dealt with, and then work on the outside, probably. So this is going to be a 3x3 little room inside. Now we've got... I think I got too much sleep last night. You know what I mean? This morning I feel better rested, but I also am just like, ugh. So, you know what? We need to put some of these guys in first. In order to get just the basic. Because I think... Let's see, that goes there. It goes one more, actually. 1, 2. So these are actually going one more here. And then, towards the front, and they go all the way across. Yeah, then they go all the way up as far as we have decking right now. I don't think I'm going to have enough. I also got, what do you call it? Oh no! Hello! So I got knocked back. But this one's got Smite 5. Which was another Steel Douglas idea, actually. You put Smite 5 on him, and then you don't have to worry too much about the mobs coming for you. Okay. Ah! Okay. Oh, you know what I didn't grab was diorite. I wonder if I have it. Let's see if I've got diorite. We might have to take a short side quest for diorite. We have no diorite. I don't know what to do about that. Let's go see if we can quick find some diorite. We don't need much. Let's just head... Oh, you know what? Okay, let's look down in this hole. I went down in here before. Where's the... There's a gate. Here it is. I went down in this little... There's some. We don't need much. That should be more than enough. Stay in the village, buddy. If you wish to live. Phew, thank you. You're welcome. Another day left unsheared. Score. You crack me up. And I suppose we should put a chest out here too. So we'll go ahead and build one of those. Because that'll be a lot easier to deal with now. Or maybe I might actually do, what do you call them? Barrels out here too, because that would be cool. Let's get rid of some stuff that I don't need yet. We need that. We're going to need spruce. Don't need this dirt or this. Okay. So, along the sides, we're going to have more sheared. Now this build is actually a derivation from the glass. I forgot glass. We do have some glass that we can use. Of the other riverboat that I've done. God, I hope that's right. Yeah, yay, it is. Okay. And then, yeah, that's the same way on top of it. So, right around. Gotta sit up straight. And what we're gonna do is get rid of these guys. Okay. Ah! We're done with diorite, so I can get rid of that as well. Got a little diorite. Got a little diorite. Oh, we used up all the diorite. Well, good. The problem is this takes a bit of oak, so... And now what's cool, oh, I got 5, I meant to grab 4, is that these connect up solidly, which I think looks really cool. Okay. So far, so good. Coming along nicely. So, let's just throw down a torch so we don't have to worry about that. And then figure out... Okay. We're going to go ahead and make and leave a crafting bench here, because I keep needing it. So we'll put it there. Glass is done. I think oak slabs are done. What we need is... I think we're done with... We might be done with oak. Alright, so this is the back of our boat. Whee! Oh, I need slabs. That's enough for the moment. So the back of this portion goes like this, and this. Right here, this is up like that. It is an abbreviated... It's not as big as the other one. Okay, is that right? That looks right. Excellent. Now what is this? F3. Spruce slab. That's not good. What is this? Spruce slab. How did I do that? Hold on a sec. Oh. Okay, that makes sense. So then we do like this. And this. We're going to need more slabs. Slap a couple slabs on there. Slap a slab there. That is spruce planks. Ah, with a slab on top, and then inverted. Okay. This is so much easier when I can just refer to, Uh-oh. No! Damn you. Where are you guys coming from? I thought I moved this thing up well enough that you couldn't spawn. Oh god, there's a bunch of you. I guess they can just spawn in the water, can't they? So, and it gets dark enough. I don't have any way of really lighting it well. So what are your plans for tonight, Abby? Oh, so sorry. Alright, so we need slab here. And then this guy goes here. And then... okay. No. I'm an idiot. I don't need that. I didn't need that. I never would have needed that. Supposed to do them the other way. Like this. Dummy. I'm so stupid. See those hooked there. How much iron have I got? Plenty. Oh, I hear music. Man, there must have been a cacophony of just garbled noise at the beginning of this thing. I didn't realize I had set set Twitch up so that it was gonna play. I forgot to mute it, is the problem. Yeah, it looks nice. Okay, let's do the front, and then what I'm doing is from the waterline up. And then once that's all done, we will do... Ooh. We'll do the waterline, which is the least fun part anyway. There's 20. That might be enough. Oh, it's not going to be enough. Don't see any baddies. Okay. Here, let's... Nope, that's not going to work either. Because I need one... Ah, damn it. I missed the jump. I need a couple more. Do that. That'll give us plenty. 10? Probably don't need that many. That's okay. Okay, we're going to work on the front deck now. That's mainly this. We need some more slabs. Oh, cool. Take that many. Ships use lots of slabs and steps. Some friends and I are going to have a drink or two and play games. I think my friend is thinking golf with your friends. So is this is all online then? Okay. Let's see. So, did I get rid of... I just made a ton... There they are. So how do these trapdoors go? Okay, they go just like that. Do some figuring here. Okay, so this one goes on like this, then one goes on like this. Makes this tight little curve, which I think looks very nice. Alright, yeah, good. Good so far, good so far. And then... Is this right? It must be. Yeah, that widens that out. And then right in between them, we go slab. And then I gotta figure this next bit out. Is this just a piece? Is this just spruce log? Spruce planks. That's spruce planks. Okay. I don't have many of those. Let's grab some more. I find ships so hard to build, but so satisfying when they work right. Hold on. Yep, that's what I thought. And it's becoming a little more instinctual how they should go together. Yep. Whoops. Okay, so that puts us there. Now this gets... Those get slabs. And then we're actually putting this here, aren't we? Yeah. And what do we got on the front here? Oh, that's just another piece of... Okay. On the front, bonk. And then another slab. And then I think we have an inverted step. Yeah, we do. Down here. And then, like that. This gets turned into a little mast of sorts. I think it goes 3 and then back 1. We can go ahead and hang one of these guys there. Alright. That is the main part of the ship. We have not done the underside. That's going to be a bit of a pain. Let's go ahead and get our roof put in next. So let me take a look at my this guy. All right. So boop boop, and then what the hell is that? Ah, interesting. Boop boop. I think we should get up. We can use oak. Oh. And then what's above it? And then just solid all the way across. Huh, that's weird. But we do slabs here and here so that we have... Oops, I gotta make more. We might as well just turn all this into 1, 2, 3. That's probably more than enough. Okay. No, that's not right. Most likely we'll do this. This guy comes out here. This guy comes out here. And then we slap a couple more of these guys on. And a couple slabs in the middle to make it look less. And I think... Oh, I can't make the jump. You guys hear my dog barking? I've opened the window because it really got warm up here. Oh yeah, I gotta finish this. I forgot. We don't have enough slabs. We're gonna be short 1. Yeah, my friends and I are in person right now. Yeah, same. Okay, let's check light level here. So we got 5 and 6, so I don't have to light the top here. There's plenty of light spillage. Okay, there's the main... Oh, turn this off. I think that's the main of the ship. Now, the other one also had lights here. Yeah, I think we'll do it. What the hell? So, nice and bright. Got some seats back in the back. Now all I have to do is do the underside, which is going to be a ton of half slabs and primarily half slabs and steps, a lot of each. And a pain in the ass. It's actually going to be a super, super huge pain. Like a colostomy. Wait. I might be using the wrong term there. You don't need any more of these. And right now this place is pretty safe. I don't think any mobs can actually jump up out of the water and get in. And it's a nice place to sleep. Oh, I need to put a light in here, don't I? Let's see. Stick one right in the middle. Get rid of this torch. It's small, but it's cozy. And what I might do, we might replace this with, since none of the villagers will be able to get here to use it, I could... Oh, wait a minute. I need some ladder. I usually put a ladder on the back to help people get in. You can get in the front if you open up those trapdoors. You can slip over the over the side. And I know there's a ladder. Here's a couple ladder. This also makes the side of the boat look kind of nice. And I don't think mobs can easily climb it. Let's see where I put it on my model. The model. Right there. It's not bad. This little boat could maneuver down. It's very small. Cozy. I like the word cozy. Alright, so this is a nice little build. It's easy to finish up in a few hours. Let me go grab some more wood, because I know I'm going to need it. We're done with the oak. We've got our oak all dealt with. Who keeps opening this door? Let's take it all. I have a feeling this is not going to be enough. This is the toughest part, is building the underside of the ship. It's the least fun as well, but if you do it right, it's very satisfying and it looks really nice. Like, see that gap there? That's got to go. Let's see. Where do we want to start? Let's start in the back. Let me get on the correct side of this model ship. So, first thing we're going to do, let's make a bunch more of these, and then we're probably going to need quite a few more of those, because it is a flat bottom boat. That might actually be enough. So this guy goes here. Yeah. On both sides. Let's just do both sides as long as I'm here. Okay. And then, actually, since all I'm using are these two, let's do this. I think right in here is going to be that. It's just to make the boat look more solid. Then we've got another one of these guys there, and then we're into slabs. Oh shit, where's that? That is not under this one, but under this one. I think there. Yeah. Need a slab right there. And then, where do the rest of the slabs go? Hold on. One sticks out to meet up with... Nope. Huh, that's weird. Hold on. There's this step. Yeah, one sticks out to meet with that step, so that wasn't the right place. So one comes here, and then they just go like this. Because like I said, flat bottom boat. You could actually put barrels as the floor, and that would work really well, I think. Alright, let's move around front. So that's going to go actually all the way to as far as these guys go. So no, my precious slabs. Oh, there they are. Oh, damn it, wrong thing. There we go. Shh. What are we time-wise? 4:08. I probably should build a little dock here of some kind, or some way that this ship is actually like connected to I guess it could just be anchored. Alright, now in the front we're dealing with more of this. In this case we're going like this. Give it a more rounded edge towards the front. Oh, it's raining in my other world. Oh god, I hear a vehicle. What the hell? Sounds like a motorcycle. I think my neighbor finally got his motorcycle out for the summer. And Christy just chases. Alright, so this guy does what? Hold on, let me back off. That guy needs one of these on the bottom. Like that. Yeah. So like that. Yeah. And then slabs on the back to fill in. Okay, good so far. Good so far. And then the middle one, what is it doing? we've got this. The middle one goes here. Yeah. Another slab in here. And let's see what we got there. Let's see what's at the bottom. It does stick out. Is that just a regular? Uh-oh. Can't see. Oh, is that... That doesn't work. Hold on a second. I broke something to see what was under it, and... Okay. So that gets this. And then it's done. There she is. You know what? I haven't named any of these ships. I should probably name them, shouldn't I? Yeah, I haven't named any of them. What I think we'll do... Alright, first let's grab everything we can out of here. We don't need this for storage or anything, really. And we're going to place everything back. Oh, actually... This might not be a great idea, but at least it makes it kind of look like there's a dock of some kind. Mobs might be able to get up there. I don't know. But that's okay. Let's get what we can out. Whoops. I'm going to stick this stuff back in the house. That's my main base of operations for this thing. I wish there was a way to make what look like ropes or something. Okay, wood. So, trapdoors, these things. It's gates. We got that. We got more gates. We got more trapdoors. We've got slabs. I hear another vehicle. Seems like we have so many cars and stuff come up this road, and there's really nothing here. Oh, we got a copper ingot from somebody. Hold on, let me go see what that is. We got a rich guy lives at the top of the hill. He comes roaring down here with his four-wheeler. Steps. We still got... Ooh, we made extra steps. Glass. I don't know how we ended up with all this glass. Alright. Inventory management. Everybody loves you. I feel like I should replace the chest with... Oh, gotta wait till nightfall. I feel like I should replace this chest with a barrel. And probably put barrels in here. Put a few other barrels in there. Maybe one more. So there are 2 barrels. So there's some storage. Let's see, fence, slabs, wood, whoops, not you, wood, we used a lot less, I guess I don't have any extra lanterns anymore. wonder. What if we could use chain to make it look like it's secured to something? You know what I mean? But what? We can't hook chain to posts or anything. So it would have to be just, like, wood or something. Which is not as interesting. Then we could just remove this. So you think mobs would walk across this to get up? No, we can fix that. Let's get rid of this. I hate this. Wait a minute. Does that look right? Yeah, it's kind of a flat-fronted thing. Now, if we put caps on these, mobs won't be able to get on top of them, and I don't think they'd be able to get in. So, I don't know if I like that or not. I wish there was rope that you could do that would have like a slight sway. That would look neat as well. Do I have any slabs? Like cooked? I don't. There we go. Let's cook some of these. We'll put these down. Yeah, we'll cook you twice. I don't think mobs... Ooh, I like the chain idea, says Abby. Thank you. A barrel might go better in the ship, to be honest. Yeah, that's right. I was going to build some barrels. A ton of slabs, so I might as well put them to some use. I think it's a shame that barrels aren't different colors. Isn't that... No, it's not that. Hold on. Is it this? That's it. Okay. Barrels of different colors would look cool, I think. Alright. I like using chains for, like, railings and that kind of stuff. I just think they look really neat. And they're cheap right now because we've got all the iron we could ever use, which is cool. Okay. I don't really want to put barrels in the village yet because I don't want fishermen at this juncture. I don't need them, I guess. Here's a chest. Yeah. Wait, yeah. I'm going to double cook them. If the chains kind of hung, that would be good, cool as well. So let's see. Where do we got more room? In the front or the back? We have more room in the front. Let's put a barrel here. Whoops. Put a barrel there. And a barrel right there. Let's do it this way. And that way you can still kind of go here if you want to really look outside. Alright. Let's fix this door. That really wasn't bothering me, but now it is. So they both kind of go the same direction. Different colored barrels would be very cool, says Abby. I like the idea of different colored everything, you know what I mean? Like, if you use wood for something, the bed looks a little different. It's going to be darker. If you use spruce or dark oak, it's going to just be a slightly different in any case. I think that would be very cool. Although, hold on. I'm wondering if I should move this one out one. I guess this is okay. Up. Sorry, buddy. Wait, did I use my axe? I meant to use my sword. Okay, that's not too bad. We need to name this thing. I should probably name the one that's at Almost Village. We've never named this village either, for that matter. Just never got around to it. Let's see. Put these in here. Stick ink sacs here. We can also use the boat to hold some stuff as well. I don't think I've got any glow squid ink in here. Bones, though. I don't have any bones either. Okay. I think white lettering would look better on spruce. Hopefully that's not in a place where... Oh, it is. Oh, no. Hold on. Oh, I could put... That's two. I think I'll put the signs right there. But I definitely... I don't know why they haven't implemented different wood colors for every item anyway. Right? I think that'd be a great idea. I also want different colored slabs to go on top of each other, so I can make windowsills. Alright. We need to get some bone here. There's none. I guess I could grab some from spawn. We got anything? Just the spruce signs. Okay. What do we name this ship, Abby? The Madison. It's a little riverboat. So far, I have not. I've built two boats on the server, and they're both different. They're both different designs, slightly different designs. The one I'm living in at Almost Village is a little bit larger. This one's a little more petite. But I like it. I like how it turned out. Haven't the foggiest. Christ, do you think I'm good with names? Well, the riverboats are trading boats. It's the way I picture them as. And we've got tons of rivers, but it's a little ways to the ocean. But you know, have you noticed? You've been watching Minecraft rivers now generally aren't all clogged up. Remember how in 1.16 and earlier, I don't know about 1.17, but 1.16 and earlier, I'm not muted, am I? Okay. It's like, say, wait. No, I've been talking to Abby. Here's some use of chain that I made that I thought looked really nice. The railings, since you can't fall very far. 1.16 and earlier, most rivers were clogged up. You had to clear them out in order to just, navigate down them. At least this world, the rivers are, they just go. They go forever. It's very cool. Huh. We need some bones. I don't know where there might be some glow squid ink. We could make him glowy, too. I think we'll just make him white lettering. Ooh, good chain. Thank you. Yeah, doing a boat like that and then somehow rigging up so chains or the railing on that would be cool, too. Oh, God, I hate this thing. Okay, I'm always afraid. In one of them, I pushed forward as I was going and I clipped the bottom. Warning. Whoa. It says warning over the door. Alright, let's see if they've got bones in here. Or I'll have to go over to Almost. Yeah! We'll grab one of these. Though I have been wanting to use these more to make more white towers. Whoops. Yeah. See, that looks nice. I wonder. Whoa, we just passed by a zombie somewhere behind the wall. Getting dark. I don't think I want it to glow, but I do want to make them white. You know, have white lettering. See this? That's glow. That's glow. Meow. Oh, that was weird. Did you see it, like, zoom in? Oh, I guess I was running. So we'll take this to the village. This will be for that village. And then we gotta name that riverboat. Doria Gray. No, that sounds like a porn star name. We could go for, like, fancy, like Endeavor, or I named one of my ships on the other server Frustration, because man, it was a pain to build. And then it didn't turn out as good as I was hoping it would. It was too low in the water, I think. And these riverboats are supposed to be low in the water because they're just flat bottom boats that... See, a flat bottom boat that size could navigate all this. As long as it has that much clearance, then we're good. There's a couple narrow spots, but it's still feasible to say this boat could make it through here. It might scratch right barely through, but it could do it. Scratch, scrunch. Doria sounds kind of porny. Yes. Here, we're gonna put these boats over here. This is the rowboat landing, I guess. Hey guys, why do we have two priests here? Ooh. Okay, wait. Oh, you're not a priest. We'll put these in here. Keep a couple. And turn 2 into... Can't really put a sign on the back. We can put them on the sides though. We could put them like right there. That's probably a pretty good spot. No, I don't like it that far forward. I think right there looks like a nice spot for it. But I gotta figure out a name. Ooh. Dorothea sounds nice. Ooh, I like that. Oh my god. Put him there. We're gonna do all caps. DPR. Dora. Dang it. Come on, fingers. Get on the right. Dorothea. And then I think if we do this... It's not super bright, but that's okay. Now, where'd I put it? I put it right there. And get it with this. So it's easier to read. I wish you could do, like, bold print and that kind of thing. That's nice. DPR. Don't play rugby. What are we time-wise? 4:30. We still got some time. About 20 minutes. No, about half an hour. That little ship looks nice. Oh, you know what I should do? Inside, we will put a construction date, like right above the door here. Whoops. Say the 19th. Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. Gives us some, now we know when this was built. I don't know when I built the other ship. But yeah. There's the Dorothea. She is a smart little trading boat. We can put fish and stuff in there. Go fishing off the front. I like it. I'm real happy with that build. It's a smaller version of the one that I've got at almost village. I would not recommend playing rugby. It seems dangerous. No, I couldn't play rugby. I got bad ankles, bad knees, bad everything. They don't wear any kind of padding. Those guys are hardcore. Yeah, that looks nice. Nice little ship. You could riverboat. You could actually live on this comfortably. You could add more barrels out here for more storage. You could put barrels up here if you wanted to. Up there, you could put one over this. You know, I mean, you could have a night. You could actually make the entire floor out of barrels, and because they would fit. Yeah, that'd be nice. That would work. Okay. So we have a little riverboat. I'm very happy with that build. And it really went together quickly. I'm surprised. Very muddy. Oh, yeah. Although I prefer to watch games of like football. American football, when they play in the rain, is they don't do that anymore. They used to. Now they are all in domes and stuff. But it made for a messy, crazy game. It meant that sometimes the weather could actually affect the game one way or another. So we got about half an hour. I figure we could end up with I feel like I should go name the riverboat at Almost Village, but I don't have an idea for a name yet. So I'm going to hold off on that. Oh, you know what we need to do? We got to get some banners, and I have some in Almost Village, and put them on that boat. Forgot all about that. Come on, let's go, let's go. I haven't really claimed. It's a good build, says Turbo Shirt / Abby. Thank you. Yeah, I like it. I saw a picture of the original, so I did a screenshot, and then I figured out the layout for the original from one or two pictures. I made a couple changes, nothing major. This one is now a derivation of that. It's smaller because that one is 7 wide. And this one's only 5 wide, so it could go even more places than the bigger one. And since Minecraft rivers tend to be pretty shallow, if we had a port or we were on an ocean, I would be building bigger ships. But it doesn't make sense to have a big sailing ship in one of these rivers where it could never navigate. I thought that looked like a guy in a uniform. For just a moment, I was like, who's that? I thought I was alone on the server at present. I am. I really need to get playing some different games in some of these streams now that I have a computer that can play them. And I've downloaded quite a few games that I couldn't play on my laptop or I didn't think would work very well on the laptop. I've gotten some games that purchased a few and that kind of thing. I think you gifted me one. You gifted me Bully. I should play Bully sometime. I played that on PS2, on my PS2. God, that must have been 10 or 15 years ago. I know I've got. There we go. We'll take 2 of these. While we're here, we'll shear the sheep. See, I need a name for this ship. See, this one's bigger. It's a considerably wider. It's just a bigger ship. That was the first build. Where did I put? I put one on top there. And the other one I put right on the back. Yeah, that'll work. We'll do the same thing. They're both facing forward. Watch with Bully. It can crash a little. Oh, that's okay. Another game I would kind of really like to play, but I don't know if it's possible. Because I don't want to pay for it. I bought it once at Walmart for like $5. Is the Temple of Elemental Evil. This was out back in the late 90s. And I've got the discs. And I started it back in the day. I played it a little bit. And I was like, this is interesting. but it felt grindy, and I really didn't play that many computer games. I still don't. There's a few. I just focused on a few games that I really enjoyed most of the time. And now with streaming, I can actually feel like I'm actually producing something when I play a game. You know what I found the other day? Um, I video recorded playing Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Mainly, I video recorded the cutscenes, but sometimes I video recorded a little bit of gameplay. And now this was back again, early 2000s. Oh yeah, you know what? I guess it was early 2000s when I bought Temple of Elemental Evil too, because that was when I was living in my house in Bryan. Never heard of the Temple game. Temple of Elemental Evil is based on Dungeons and Dragons on an old. So back in the 70s, one of the first scenarios for Dungeons and Dragons was called the Village of Hamlet. Okay, not omelet, Hamlet. And it was by Gary Gygax. Did I actually grab those? Thank God. Sometimes I just move things in chests. Um, and so Temple of Hamlet was like a prequel to the, or not Temple, but the Village of Hamlet was like a prequel to Temple of Elemental Evil, right? And then the Temple of Elemental Evil didn't come out for like 20 years after the prequel, or not prequel, but the introduction. The Village of Hamlet came out. And when it finally came out, I saw it in the game stores. And I was like, oh, because it was one of those Holy Grail kind of things that I really wasn't sure if it was ever going to be produced. Whoops! Oh no! Okay, that was weird. Okay, I don't know. That was weird. I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. Anyway, so yeah, there we go. You can tell it's a Max Rider ship. Hooray! Whoops. And it wasn't that good. There was a lot to it, but it's a dungeon crawl and it's kind of dull. It's not a whole lot of story. It's just like go in. There's evil cultists trying to. They're worshiping. I mean, Temple of Elemental Evil, and they're worshiping the various elements and element gods. And you go in, you try to murder everybody. It didn't have a lot of depth. The cover was very cool, but so I own a copy. It's in great shape, and I tucked it away. I think I actually might have a second copy that's trashed that I got somewhere cheap. Right. So anyway, so then years later, in the early 2000s, or it might have been late 90s, they came out with a computer game for it, and I don't think it did well. Like I said, I think I bought the box set of the computer game at Walmart for like $5. What are we time-wise? 4:37. You know, we could go back into these caves potentially. I did put caving on the title, so what was that noise? We could do some lighting. And so I played it. It's kind of a third person above shot. It has a like it's got a you know how World of Warcraft looks? You're kind of above your character or whatever, and behind them, and you can kind of see down and look at the world and see it from that angle. It's kind of like that. That's never been one of my favorite types of games. I like stuff like this. When Grand Theft Auto was out, and a friend of mine was showing it to me for the first time, I was like, "Whoa, this looks really cool." But it was a top-down view, and you could see people, and they were very small. And I was like, you know, it'd be cool if this was like 3D and you were the guy running around. And then a few years later, they released Grand Theft Auto 3, which was the version that looks like this as far as like no. It's a third person. So you can see down here? Oh, I do. Oh, I have a ton. Let's take this. What do I do with my coal? I guess I took it away. Alright, that's fine. That's not enough. So it's kind of a third-person view from above, but for me, it always felt like you were standing fairly close to your character. which I thought was cool because, you know, World of Warcraft and stuff, they're little. You're so far away. I know what you mean about WoW game perspective. So that's what that one. That's what that one looks like. And oh, Jesus, I hate when I start swimming when I don't want to swim. So I don't stumble on this every time I come out here. Okay. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna fix that. Just realized, oh, there's only 2. Never mind, I'm not gonna fix it. Because I would need 3. But it was kind of interesting. You start in the village, I believe, of Hamlet. And it would probably be a lot of fun to just kind of see what their perspective is on all this stuff. Where are we going this time? You know what? Let's try to get over there and get that lit up. Okay, I must go. But you have a good rest of your stream. Wishes of plenty of diamonds coming your way. Thanks, Abby. Thanks so much for coming by. And I really appreciate you supporting the live streaming. It means a lot to me. So have fun tonight. Ooh, more glow squid. Delicious. Delicious glow squid. We need to get up high and work our way... Oh, dang it. And work our way back this way. Lord, there's a lot of zombies coming. There's a creeper over there. I got all the way up here at one point. Oh, but it goes higher. You know what we don't have? Is, ladders. I did not bring any ladders. That was dumb of me. It's a big pile of frickin' gravel. There's more coal. Abby was wishing me diamonds, but coal too. I love coal. I love coal. Water dripping down. Adam and I have done a little looking around. I'm going to grab copper too. We did a little caving the other night, and man, we found some crazy places. He has found another kind of insane cavern. So 2 watching, those would both be me, unfortunately, but that's okay. Abby was here a good chunk of time, which helps me out a lot. Okay, this looks to be a dead end, which is kind of cool. Time, 4:43. I have to get that at some point. Uh-oh, I hear a skeleton. I don't see him. Oh! Damn. There he is. You can jump and kill them in one blow. They won't call their friends. Shit! Ow, I took that one right in the face. Why did they not... Wow, my armor must have done really well. Stupid bow was out. Where did he come from? Down below. Fuck me. Who's hit me? This is bad. There's 2 of them. And a creeper. Ouch, ouch, ow. Oh, they're kicking my ass. Run away. Another creeper. Damn, it's bad over here. Come on. You jerk. Must be daylight out. Uh-oh. Okay. Damn, another one? Loads of creepers. Crap. Come on. So glad I have knockback now. Oh, there's more down that way. Dang it. Oh, I hear more zombies. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, wow. This just keeps going. Okay, let's push the darkness back over this way a little bit. And then we'll go back and finish the main cavern. And then it'll be time to go. 4:46. We're still doing okay for time, I guess. Ouch. But the problem... Ooh, what's going on there? Okay. There's a little ledge up there, which looks dangerous. See what's coming up down. Yeah, that's what I thought. Another creeper. Good. Ah. What is this? Oh, shit. Where'd he go? Where'd he come from? Okay, another zombie. Why aren't you dying? Oh, they could be dropping from above, too. Ouch. Oh, I'm slumped all over, too. Need to sit up straighter. This is new. And very cool looking and terrifying. Oh my gosh. That's a hell of a drop. I also hear badness somewhere. Oh, I didn't need that. What's right over here? Okay, let's go back around. What are we time-wise? 4:48. We're doing okay. I do want to grab all this coal at some point. Shit. There he is. Ouch. Yeah, I knew there was a guy around here somewhere. Where did you come from? Did you drop? Ah, look at this. Something's up there. It would probably be in my best interest to get up there. I need to make some ladders. I have a ton of them already, but I... Need to put one more ladder here. Oh! I don't think I want that. Probably washed away a ton of torches. Yeah, damn it. Alright, screw it. We're gonna leave it. Okay. If it's not there, we have to worry about lighting all this. Again. Okay, that actually looks good. Let's use that as a shortcut to get right here. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, that's a whole other thing. Alright. Good lord. I am so full. Okay. There's not much up here. So that's okay. So that area is lit. Now, they were falling from elsewhere, too, but I'm not going to worry about that quite yet. Time. You got 8 minutes. There's another giant rift here. Ooh. We will grab this coal. Just go right down. Yep, right down into it. Yikes. Okay. Wonder if it connects to the other one. Thought that was diamonds for a second. So disappointed when that happens. There's all kinds of stuff over here. Dirt? That's weird. Oh, that light's a nice wide area. Seven. Made too much. Come back for you later. Uh-oh. it's really quiet. Uh-oh. Okay. I took a creeper explosion right in the face that didn't do anything, so there's a load of lapis. 5 minutes. Okay, this doesn't go anywhere in this direction. Oh, yes. No, no, it doesn't. Oh. No. Oh, yes. Let's try to just drop. Oh, shit. There's like a little window there. The guy's walking around. Whenever they walk on the redstone and light up, it's like, what? Ouch, I'm hit. You're missing because you suck. Alright, I think we've gone far enough this way for the day. Try not to leave any little spots. Do I have any? We'll just leave that. I think this is well enough lit. Oh, dead bat. Okay, so that's a pit. I did not see that coming. We got water dripping down on us. Alright. Not too shabby. Man, this place is freaking huge. It's not as deep and, like, you're gonna fall straight down as a lot of places, so I do like that. We went down there, and I probably should go down there on stream just to show you all what we found. I don't know if I'd be able to find my way that way back to that other massive cavern down there, so... Ah, you know what? I left behind coal. Hold on. Down here where it goes down. Let's grab some of this coal. Oh, speak of the devil. What needs repair? The shovel? Really? I guess the axe has become self-repairing because I use it for combat so much. There's coal down here on that end. Ah, come on. Run, little man, run. Run like the wind. Oh, there's a bunch of... Don't really need the copper, but there... Oh, wait, is there coal down there, too? Yeah. Just remember there was coal here. Not fully repaired. There we go. Okay, we might as well grab the... Wait, what? One piece of gravel? Seriously? Ooh, there's gold down here, too. Okay. 459. We got ourselves a load of coal. Well, at least we've made back some of the coal that we used. And I should put some ladders on these posts so I can just go straight up. Whoop. Anyway, that's it. So we built a ship. No, sorry, riverboat. And then we Did a little bit more lighting up of this massive cavern. Do this. Bones. String. Do I have precious metals anywhere? I don't. Throw them in here. Throw those in there. I don't have gunpowder anywhere? Weird. Ladders. Whoops, no. Come back. There we go. We're all set. Still have 62 arrows. Plenty of torches. Nothing cooking. Perfect. Cook away. Alright, so that's it. We're going to end the stream here. Hey, thanks for watching, everybody. As always, I appreciate it. And I will talk to y'all next time.